You got yourself approved for a mortgage and you have your down payment all ready. That's all the money you need to be saving up, right? Not exactly. I would highly advise, actually, budgeting for all of the additional costs involved in the purchase of a property. But before I get into that, if you want to head down below and hit that subscribe button, it would be awesome. You can also hit that like button if you enjoy the content, and hit that little bell to stay up to date with all of our future stuff. So, additional costs associated with purchasing a house. What are they? Well, outside of your obvious things like the gas needed to drive around to get from place to place, coffee for Tim's, what have you. You've got your home inspection, which is an additional cost. It's going to run you somewhere around $500. You might not end up having a deal come together because of it, but in our opinion, $500 well spent saves you a headache down the road. On top of that, you've got your closing costs. Now, this is a term that is used relatively frequently, and people might not know exactly what it entails. So, closing costs will typically range from 1.5% to 4% of a home's purchase price, and they typically include things like legal and administrative fees, which are payable on closing, and you can expect to pay the mortgage default insurance if your payment is less than 20% of the purchase price, the land transfer tax, and if you're a first-time home buyer, remember, you can get a rebate up to $4,000 from the Canadian government. You just gotta send that in after. Appraisal fee and property taxes. You've got some other things here and there, but those are the big ones. So just to give you a number, say you purchase a property for $500,000. Yes, in Barrie, that's a little optimistic, but at $500,000, your closing costs can range from anywhere from $7,500 to $20,000. So it's really important that you make sure to budget for it and make sure that you are able to pay the people doing, honestly, a good amount of the heavy lifting to make sure that a deal comes together. Speaking of coming together, we should all come together and go down below and hit that subscribe button, as well as hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all of our content. And if you like what you see, just go ahead and hit that like button as well. That's it for me here today on just kind of those additional fees and you needing to budget for them. Any questions, please leave them down below. But other than that, we'll see you guys in the next one.